Alrighties, hello and welcome y'all, we're back. Got some cool exciting news for this one. I guess it would be like the next one copy at a time devlog. Though I did want to do like more for the orders before we did the next one. But, you know, done a lot of other things as well. So why not, you know? And didn't really have much on the other ones to show up, so I might as well do a devlog for specifically the most documented game on guard. Ooh, I can go for the power bags. It'll hurt your toe if you bloody went into a flower blick. I want to show you guys something. So, for a while, we've been having an issue where if I got enough here, it would be 5 and 5. Well, fixed that issue. And I had many other issues as well for the game. Oh, especially off today. I fixed a lot of the hotbar stuff. Little bugs. But you can clearly see we instead ended up with a new bug. But I guess that one was always bugged, so didn't really make much of a difference, did it? But at least we ended up fixing. And there's still got one there where we have to still go for the inventory system, like, just in case it does. So it tells it to go. And get something if it needs to, like, it gets kind of confused. But that is pretty standard. So if I did, I can't remember how to do it. Oh yeah, if I went and got a whole lot of flour. Oh, now I'm missing out on that duplication bug. We also got that as a problem as well. Yeah, that's a problem now. Why is that? Oh well, now we discovered more problems. I don't know why that one was like that for, you know? There we go. Now, if I went like to this one right here, this probably won't really be that much of an annoying problem, but you do have, hang on, that's not a good example. If I go like, no, how am I meant to do it again? Can't remember. Oh yeah. I think it was like this. My memory is a sieve. There we go, that's what I'm after. Does have that problem. And then it will do that, yeah. Apologize whatever's on the wire down there, left down there, but hey. That's a doable problem. That's not that annoying. But I want to show you guys something. You know how this egg right here, for people who have watched for a long time, oh, and look at this. It now stacks. Because now we have changed the search system, which is the reason why a lot of those item stuff, except for one dropped item, turn into 4. 4 eggs turn into 1 egg. Damn, must be a pretty big egg now. Yeah, so, and you clearly see that, so the search down here has changed. And of course we find it better. But before you had the duplicates, like you end up with 5 duplicates. Everything ended up being 5, and we also had the bug where it kept slowly stacking up. Now we just got the bug down here where when I drop it, it turns into 1. Which is nice. This one's probably going to be a little later. But, you know, that's some of like newer bug stuff, you know. Also fix up the full like items, so then at the very least it's not fully, like you did see a bit before. See, it's not going to disappear if I'm standing right onto it. See, I can't make it disappear. up this and see how that one doesn't disappear. Before, if I was that close, it would have disappeared. So I got rid of that. I thought I might as well get that all fixed up. I don't know what happened here down here with this. This is slowly getting to me. You see how it's jumping? If I'm truly being honest, that is slowly getting to me. Sugar. Oh, you guys, oh my god. I gotta show you guys this. So I got the camel slice base. Dark chocolate. Oops. Better not throw that in the oven. I actually want to make some truffles myself soon. So I have recently moved this over here, if you're not seeing that. And then we've got this. I made it so you can't pick that up as well, whatever's on here. Till you do like E and then you go. Oh, you got, I didn't win E. Oh, then registered. Okay. Oh no, I had to have end to hand, that's why. Then we can, oh, okay. Well, we can go on with this and continue. Oh, whatever then, birdie bugger. I'm trying to get amount outputs, but yeah, that's being a pain. So I've only done like half of these, the one I'm about to show you as well. Stop picking up everything else known to man and pick up the thing I want you to pick up. Yeah, I need to refine that pickup system some more on track, but well, for now it's workable, and yeah, that's a later job. There we go. And I clicked it off, and now we got baby camel, and then I want to put baby camel in there. I want to actually cut this too, put this in here. I haven't actually tried what I'm about to do with the physical camel. Oh, I should have duplicated the tins, if I could do that, I don't know. Can't remember. I need to fix a lot of the displays on this one, make it look cooler. And we also need you. Oh, okay, cookies coming too. I just want to set this all up, okay? So give me a moment. This is actually going to be the first time I've really like fully set it up. Then I want to make some jam jobs, okay? We want to put cookies in first. Then we can also make more jam scones. I mean biscuits in first. Then we can go. So right now you can't take these out. Oh, whoops. I meant to put them in the mixing bowl. With this. Oh god, it's sending me insane. Please, for God's sake, why do you have to be like this? It started off with one and then it just got worse. There we go. I want to put scone. What happened to my scone? Oh, okay. Oh, it must have a problem with the bowl. Yeah, it's problematic, isn't it? I'll put scone here. Baby scone. Let's go for the midnight. Oh yeah. But that's not really much new. Yeah, I haven't tried this out with this many. But you know what, before we really get going, actually, you know, I'm gonna keep on going with that. So I also want to, on here, and use a different honey chocolate. Oh, that actually looks so cool. Look how cool that looks. Oh, we can see there's a clear issue. Oh no, it's all right here, but not on there, no. It's clearly the bush bugger on there. And I think I was trying to think of any other little cakeys. I guess we can keep on going with. We can make more biscuits, maybe. Biscuits aren't really hard to make, but we got enough biscuits in there. We can also make more of these. Which one do I favor? Let's go for the summer berry. Look how cool these look! Oh my god! Get excited, guys. Imagine how much cooler this be when we really get everything in here. Like there was invitations, like with slots and everything eventually with these. Haven't got the cookies fully working yet. Eventually I'll get them working. Don't do anything with the honey part yet and not mixing. So I want to take a screenshot like this first. Then I'm coming down here. So this is our new counter area. Boom. There's our first order. There's all our orders now. So I definitely want to screenshot this. That might be the thumbnail. Or one before. So I haven't programmed them into like being removed, but if we get our plain squad and 1, 2, so 1 and a 2, if we go right there, there's 1. I don't know what kind of coffee those ones are, but I know what kind that is. Black. That one I have to do something so you can, easy for you to remember. That one's on before, so we can do this. But I haven't fully like programmed all this to be looking nice and fancy yet, but eventually that will happen. We need a plain biscuit. Oh, we don't have plain biscuit anymore. Alright, then we go. Let's go and make plain biscuit. Let's go get the mixing bowl out. I think set up the basic stuff for the recipes. The idea is that you can just pin it to the left up there or something on the screen or something like that. Having it movable would be kind of nice eventually. Simple biscuit. So I need 1 stick of butter, 2 flours, 2 sugars, and 2 eggs. Alright. Stick of butter. Put that in there. 1, 2, and flour. It's gonna be spelt biscuits. Oh god, I hope they were spelt biscuits. I did that and 2 eggs. That's what I'm missing. Gotta get those eggies. Eggs, boys. And girls. Oh, and anyone in between. Boom. Then we can cook our beautiful cookies. Beautiful boys. Sadly, all I see is the darkness in the oven. The redness. Then we go figure out what table is, number 1. And boom, there's our cookie. And then let's guess. Let's have some fun with the... Yeah, this looks amazing. Like, look at this. It doesn't recycle at the kind of moment either, so yeah, we do have that problem, but hey. I'm just taking screenshots of this beautiful boy. This layout. Look how cool this looks. And then we put more camel slice in here. I do need to like reassign where these sit a bit more, I feel like. You know what I mean? Except for that, they all look amazing. Look at them all. Enjoy the food, all the baked goods. It's probably making you hungry. Not good if you're about to have food. Oh my god. And also actually gonna set this up to where we do like this. So we got the cups like that. I haven't added the value in that. That's like one of the next things to do as well. So we can't order anymore until we get rid of what's here. So there's a maximum order amount I've added in. How I did that was, so I used to use last devlog on this game specifically. You would have seen, not here, this one right here. We go all the way up here. So you would have seen me using these orders. I find with a lot of these, when I'm doing these orders specifically, I find that myself that I had to use a lot of template code or placeholder code, I guess, in a way. A lot of template code. Yeah, I'll call it template code that need to get like merged. So this is not even used anymore. What's right here. How I did that was the seating spots is, so the mats add themselves to the seating spots away. And then for that away, they can access any of those seating spots through that away. So whatever the position of that away is the table number in this. And what I found display is basically how the display items work is that all of that gets added to the display item away. So let's say you have cookies, chopped chip cookies, you aren't gonna get an order for chopped chip cookies unless you have it in the display. And I'll put that in a way where you can be able to take it out. Or maybe I just keep it in there as a display. Don't know. And food items are going to be anything that aren't really baked goods. Like proper food and all that. We do have a takeaway order one here. So that could change. And the coffee and the tea is, like you've seen before, the coffee, all the coffees. But I do have to go through all the coffees and knock out some that you can't have access to. But all the teas, basically, any in this list of teas, you have a list. So it separates this from the items themselves. So this is the dictionary it accesses its list of teas from. And then it's told to create a new dictionary of the teas. Is how that works. Pretty exciting. Yeah, I think of this way. It has to be current order is one, but eventually current order becomes the away within the placement mat because I already did current order because yeah, before a lot of the code is placement holder. I don't think I even need this anymore either. Some of these I might not need either. Like a lot of this is a confusing mess. Yeah, I think that goes and activates the code so then you can, so this goes and finds tea, curly, and this one goes finds coffee to make the list at the beginning. That's the reason why when we first oh, you can see it go through this as with the order as well. Oh, it is clearly repeating. Is it? How many times repeated that? I guess it repeated how many times clicked it. Okay, it's all going endlessly. So if we go back up to here, you can see how it has the list of teas. And then what type they are in the end. That's the reason why there's two there. And one. And then this is all for the making order stuff. So the randomly chooses what kind of order, like where they have how many coffees, or where they have coffee or tea, and how many foods they have. Like if they have two foods, and what that two foods are. Like if two or both of them are the baked a baked good from the display, or one of them is a novel food. And if there's no like novel food, they just don't have anything. So it'd just be one baked good. And then that's for getting a random coffee and random tea and coffee out of their own list. That all is there. And the same with the display. If the display is 0, it has to pass. It's only the difference. Same with the food. And then all this does is give an order, see it, and it looks in the way. This is to get the position in the way, and this is to get the object within the array. And this is to access the stuff within that array to change it to true whenever it's in this field. And then you go for all this, making the order. So making the order is an array in here as well. That's what we've seen up here. All this stuff is led to down there. All of it eventually will be led down here after it goes to here. This is out of order. That's great, isn't it? I just realized that. And then order size equals that. Somewhere around there. For some reason I did that as well. That probably to get the max order size so you can't go overcharge. Or they're just their phantom code, one or the other. And this is the reset if I did do like the other stuff, which I don't think I did, so that's definitely phantom code. That's kind of insane. I feel like that was a lot of code like over here on this list, but then in a way it's explained in a pretty simple way and it doesn't seem like no code. This is definitely phantom code here too. I like calling it that because it basically is what I mean by phantom code is code that doesn't do anything. It's just there from old times or just existing. Like a lot of the knockout stuff is definitely phantom. So a lot of this is a good example of like template code you had to have hanging around. And this is some of the stuff for here was template code. Like I can remember, I think either the last game development video I did or the one before then, maybe the last Devlog, showing you guys on doing that, basically that template code that wasn't going to be there next time you go, and next clearly not there anymore. Oh, it's just blanked out, one or the other. And yeah, I think it's this one on this mat, yeah, that some of the code really change up. Very similar to what it was before. But I came in here and really changed it to where it can be Pacific rather than just not Pacific. As well. So there's a lot on the mat as well. So there's the array within the mat itself, so it gets that array. And then this will probably double its size eventually too. Then we also have the empty cup there for the tea. So when you see it dropping down, we might later on maybe being opportunity of being in the cup as well and separately. And then we got some stuff. Some of these variables as well are pretty useful, and these name variables. So these are ever-changing name variables. That's the reason why they're blank. So the point of them is that their name will change, and it's how they order the coffee using the name. And see how this first thing it does is appeal self to this array within available foods. So you guys get what I mean? I feel like this one probably very complicated. Well, I usually do. And then if its name is item name equals teapot, so the item that you're holding, his name is teapot. I think I'm getting rid of the item for some, but I'm kind of gonna actually look into it. I keep it because it's pretty important. Because I did remove that idea of the item from some other holes to fix up the hotbar itself, but it is pretty good to have it here. And I can't get out I did that first, you know, it seems pretty good to keep it there. You know what I mean? Like with the searching for items. So I guess, work out on the internet. And then also adds in the plain cup after it adds in the teapot that it added in. And I don't know what exactly I did here. But I did do this for a pretty good reason. It was needed. Oh, this is to remove it from the array of the placeholder. So this is visually the order is not removed, but behind the background, I did this card a while ago. It is removed. I think last time I showed, that might have been a live stream that I did show you guys the code to remove it in the background, like the array itself. But I haven't got the display updating. I might just have to put something for there. I'll have to look and investigate that probably tomorrow. When this video is meant to go up, but you know, it's probably going to be the day after. God. End of last week and the end of this week's been a bit of a mess, hasn't it? And then the same with coffee, and then it removes from there. And this one does the same thing, it just goes down here. And then this is to like walk around the display and everything like that. And with side of things, that's probably a lot, that's probably going to be like affected by code eventually rather than my input. At the moment, like I said, it's my input that affects that. And then this is the add to world one. And add things from order. So when the order is created, it goes to the sides of it. This is to make the display and the order in the background as well. So you have all the things to make your order. I guess this is more or less to fix up the array for the placement map. But then another code comes through and kidnaps that array and use it for the display. I just feel like I am talking like basically trying to do rocket science with you guys at the moment. That's insane. So if we go, I haven't showed you guys the order stuff. Like, wow, this one is a lot. I actually did a lot of work on this one. I need to... Okay, we're gonna go from the beginning. And use the player things. And then the UI. So we got this over here. So this is mainly over the side, as you can see on the white. I thought about doing it on the white, especially for the layout we're gonna start into, because, well, there's more things on the left than there is to the right, and I thought that will interfere with your screen a little less than the other way around. Although I do need to get rid of those hearts. You needed to be there. But they are there, aren't they? So this is the first display. So this works for 3 nodes, which is insane. So this has 3 separate nodes. This has the all order display. And then you have the full order display, which then works out by itself the slot display. So you know how you have the hotbar, it works out all of its displays and everything like that. Well, this one is basically that 2 times. So all the orders are organized in all the orders, while the orders in individual pages, like, you know, the coffee and the baked good, their own slot is organized within the full order node, and then that full order node is organized within the all order display, which uses the available foods to get the display mats away so then it can make that order. I've been actually finding myself liking them all now since I figured out how to use them in a method of saving, which I believe that's probably what they are in a way. I don't know. It could be other better ways now, but that's how I like. That's pretty fun that you're using them in a way of saving them like that, because that's basically what they are in a way. I'm pretty sure you could do. I guess I don't know. I guess I have used dictionaries a little bit for the tea and the coffee to figure out, and then you put it all in a way. That's been so cool to do that. And with that tea, I've also given it a chance for me to add more in without doing more work to it, because I don't really care if it like goes through the stuff at the beginning again, because you know what? Yeah, it's fine if it does that. And then also it connects a single from here as well. I think we did see this single at one point to update the order and everything like that. So when we're adding the slots, like I said before, this one overall is adding in the full order display. So this is the full order. So the full order is basically the coffee. Let's say they order coffee and a biscuit. That is basically what that is, the coffee and the biscuit. And the full order makes the slots. So it does the separate coffee and biscuit by themselves. And then that node is used as a way to group them all together. And that's all what this is at the moment. So this connects. So this is connected. So whenever the order, whenever the order gets updated, or whenever that is singles called from available foods, this gets connected down here, and then it adds in the order. I'm gonna have to do more stuff soon to that too. And that's how it connects to even more. So it's loading up the other one up here. So let's go to the next part of this. Full order display. Oh, I did put it down there. I left it as a child. Whoops. They're meant to be part of this. All done. But seeing these ones are blank, yeah, you can clearly see the whoops, I missed it. Because the slots are the bigger boys that make a difference. So let's search this up as well. So this one here assembles the full order. So the order by itself. So a single order is the best way of explaining that. There we go. And then you got the order slots themselves. Slot number, size number. Okay, that sounds like two of the same. Yeah, I think one of them are phantom. New order slot, so that's a control. So that's a ever-changing variable, so I can give it to, so I can change who it is the main person is. You know, like when you're saying it's like imagine them as like you have like the slots as people with names, and now this is just saying that they're people. That this person does this and does that, you know? You kind of get what I mean there? If you're still around, I don't know. Maybe you are really interested. Someone will be really interested in this as well. Oh well, someone's going to get educated on this. And then have a new world view. That's how I sometimes feel like coding. Sometimes it's good, man. Gives me a new world view sometimes on track. And then with the add slots, it's very similar to the other one. You just go new slots, and then add child. So this is adding slots. It's so confusing. So how this will work is I made this separate so I didn't have to write it. I guess it really didn't matter. Didn't really have to write it 50 times in the end. I thought I had to at one point. when I was trying to figure out how to make this repeating so it can do 2 orders. At one point I had a bug where it only did, where if it had 2 orders it didn't like it. And then I figured out that it just wasn't generating enough because I used the same code that I used for the mixing bowl, which because, well, it only needed to produce 1 image, 1 slot. I didn't realize that it wasn't like 2 slot proof. Now this is multiple slot proof, so this can do like infinite slots the way this code is set up. I mean, you wouldn't like that obviously, but you kind of get what I mean there. So basically what this is adding slots pretty much same to the same because, well, you know, dyslexia does not want to name things sometimes. So in most of these dogs' names, most of the little cliche dogs are not really named by me, are they? And then oversized order, order size, so that means how many slots specifically, which the reason why it equals how big the current order is when it's building up the slots, so it accesses that current order again for that, so then it can build up the slots. And then for slot numbers, so that's the position again in the order size. Actually, that's the that's not the position because it has to go dot size. This is the item itself. Remember that it is the item itself, so you aren't gonna get confused. Oh, maybe I'm wild. Oh no, it is the size. Oh no, I'm white. This is not the size. This is the position within this node. I didn't see this. I forgot about this. Not really didn't see it, I just forgot about it. So it does do size, which means it does position. This is the position. I thought it did when I seen that. And if that is can't remember which way the symbols are, dot add slots plus 1 slot number. So I'm pretty sure somewhere that does get updated to what slot number we have. Oh, it doesn't. One or the other. Oh no, slot numbers is right there, I'm sorry. So that is the position and also a number as well. So, oh yeah, I think how I did that was that, so it will go through slot 1, slot 2. So it's also like the number of that slot. So what the point? So how I set it up was that when it goes for slot 1, it adds something for slot 1, then it adds something for slot 2. So I used that position as a number to work upon. If that makes sense. That's how I ended up doing that. Wow, I just feel like really clever going on down here. And then continue means that it'll just keep going through until it reaches the end. That's what this is meant to be like. Whenever it equals to the size or more, it'll stop. And then it'll be broken. And then it will be updated. That's what all this is for. This right here updates all this to the position again. This is the point or position number used to get the point within the array mainly. And then that one moves down to here, updates all that. So if the item size dot equals oversize or size, so that's how many, it's like to equal how many like slots are in the array itself. And then wow, item order slots that equal. Oh, this is to access the order slots themselves, and then this is to get the item, so the item itself within the array, and then that all gets updated there in the slot itself. And then we got the background and all that, and then if the item is the item resource, which is the inventory with item stuff, it updates the texture, and then this was a bit of a pain to get. Code name equals item.object.instance, so I had to make sure it was in it so I can go access the object itself. Label.text equals string, code name.text name, and then else it equals null. Then move is there for some reason. I guess that'd actually be useful later, so I'm thinking ahead. Wow. You know, I don't know, that just hit me, like, how annoyingly complicated that was, and I did that. That has hit me just then, like, oh my god. Explaining how that was. I'm gonna mainly, I guess if I explained it to you guys, I'm gonna remember for longer. Oh yeah, and we also got 2 singles here. Eventually this one's going to be to remove the order slot whenever you place it down and all that. I think I want to do that so then it gives you more space on your, I want to apologize giving more space to your point of view than just like putting costs on it. I feel like that'd be better. Then vice versa. I haven't really done much with the mixing bowl since I'm been focusing on trying to get like the main gameplay than just to add more foods in there. Because right now we've got a good variety of stuff to start off with. Because I want to get the orders like going through. So eventually, words. Eventually, I want to add like a timer to all this. This is how this is set up at the moment. Take this in how small this is because I don't think this is going to stay this small next time you see it if I do work onto it. See how we eventually order and move the order stuff here. And then after that we eventually just did this available foods.give order. So then it on available foods then works out all the order and everything like that. Instead of just p-tagging it in this placement. And then give order does making the order as well. No, all that does is this initiate it all. Well, the available order is a bit like with the hotbar system as well. So the hotbar system operates in 2 ways. You got the display and then you got what the display accesses and functions it accesses. Tends to be what I've seen a lot of people set up the inventory like system like that is with the hotbar accesses and the different strip that does all that kind of background work, and that's just a display. And that's the same with the available foods, is the available foods at the background that everything accesses so that we can forever change everything. I'm still not satisfied with this inventory system. A hotbar inventory, what's the same? So I do want to record a like tutorial video on that eventually, and when I'm satisfied with it. But I'll show you guys what I've done to improve it, so where it finally uses the name again. Once I use the name, then I was trying to fix it up. Well, it's meant to originally use name and all that. Like, things happened. I don't know. And this is here. It's important to remember that that is the item itself as well in here. This is the blanket at the item because no, because I was having issues. Like, oh my god. Do you guys? Which one was it? Yeah, it would have been this one here. Yes. One of these. I looked at it and I'm like, oh my god. All I had to do was add this in and it would have worked. Because I had to add that in so it breaks it if it doesn't have a name, because then it will go hissy fit about it equals no. And I'm just like, just pass, mate. That doesn't matter. I don't care if it equals no. Yeah, mates don't care about it. Yeah. And that's what it is being like for that one. And then I got it finally working with the name and everything like that. So I used to do this one right here, where it finds by the item resource, and now I can make it unique, and then it keeps its, well, mostly, I guess it does keep its stacked separate, more or less. Then it makes it unique at the bottom here. If it starts a new one, oh, unique down here as well. I'm gonna figure out where exactly to put all that so I can get that working well. The current moment it doesn't really work that well. Which is great. Then you got to select out and stuff, you guys have seen that one. And this is the job item stuff. This is, I did do a bit of changes to this. I'm unsure exactly what it, oh yeah, no, I changed, this is what I really did, changes to this job item. So I changed this to equal to basically the same as you've seen up before, where it's the item itself in that slot instead of just doing item. So then it definitely knows to use that one item rather than keep it universal. And I think place item. Yeah, I did it here, so then it fixed a bug itself, I believe, or it didn't. One or the other. It still does the same thing. I'm pretty sure it did fix the bug. Like the bug used to be, if I show you at the beginning, I'm pretty sure I did show you guys this. If anyone has been around long enough. Oh, that's problematic as well. God damn it. I got that in the wrong order. Definitely. See how it doesn't use everything else, so I could do this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've given myself more bugs in this. I need to move this. Yeah, it wasn't this. I need to move this. There we go. I'll move this back to the bottom. Actually, after the amount stuff, so I think I can move it here and it will work there. I just need to I don't exactly, I'm not confident in where these are at the current moment. Because clearly we were getting those ones by themselves. Yeah, I'm not confident in the placement of those ones, so we went back down here. I'm a bit unsure. So if I knock down this, yeah, how do I test to see? I can't remember what I was trying to do now. This is great. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to know if I should do that there, or where else we need to. Do it at, you know. So if I go press, Let's see. See, it does a separate down there too. Oh, that's strange. I have to do it there, but look at it. See, now that bug comes back in, so that will be right then. That one, I don't know for sure. When it's creating a new item. I don't know, why can't I not pick up any more of them? It's like, no, how dare you have more? No more flour for you. Oh, okay. Definitely no more flour for me. Oh. Oh yeah, I need to. See, it doesn't search all the way through to see there's an empty stack yet. And it doesn't save the stack whenever I plant it down on the floor. No, this is still not like in the white spot. It's mildly frustrating. Or maybe we should do it above here. No, I don't know. I have to figure out where that goes because I do need that or similar-ish code to that somewhere, you know. And place item equals false. So I need to disable that. So then when it does, you see how before we couldn't pick up everything. This video is going to be really long. Oh, I don't know why it's like that for. So we did this, then our inventory will be considered empty. And we can go pick up something else. What didn't before it didn't. I've noticed. Yeah, that we need to fix up the other bug that's lurking about. And the job. But I mean, I did went from more. I did eliminate it. I went from having one bug to another bug, but it was basically eliminated more with that than I did before. So I guess it's a bit of a win. I guess as long as you take 2 steps backwards and to take 10 forward is not the worst thing to have to do. I have to fix some of these too, a bit rough around the edges. But I think that'll be it for today. Since this one has dragged on for a long period of time. I guess everybody will be excited. Be a Wednesday video. I guess technically still be a Tuesday depending on what part of the world you're in. But usually it's a Tuesday when I put it up. Because I don't think this is going to be uploaded before I go to sleep, and I'm pretty certain on that, especially right now. Because knowing it, it's probably gonna take, he sees like an hour. No, it's gonna take like 3 hours or something, knowing my luck as well. It's so cool. This game's coming along so well. I really love it. It's something I exactly wanted to do. Hopefully it like feels nice and runs nicely too. Biggest problem I find with designing this one is that you clearly see there's a lot of like the cups will all be same cups. They have to have names below them to tell the difference. Same with the teapots as well. I would personally, you know, I would have not liked to deal with it too much. Like I would have liked to have them more vastly different, but it has to happen in a way because I think it's inevitable that it does collide. But as long as you have these little labels below, shouldn't come too much problem. And I would always want to keep them simple. I'm also going to need a code name page in the journal, probably. It's probably what I end up with. I don't know what we do with these shells. I made these shells, but they might just be here for pure decoration. I don't know at the moment. I mean, if they're just there for pure decoration, then they're there for pure decoration. They aren't a waste of time and effort. They actually look really good. I'm kind of glad I add them in for me to see. Teapot time! This is mine. I like how I got the bush mat. Yeah. This is my beautiful teapot. Look at it. So I hope you do. I'm Cool Wolf. Now, in this cup is mine too. I'm gonna have my tea over here, and thanks for watching, and have a nice day. See you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe on this bad boy. To see more of this game. I'm gonna actually update the game where this character comes from. Someone on chat. Ugh. I mean, it wasn't really planned as much as this one is. The reason why there's more, you know, ambition for this one than there was the other one. But, you know, that one's just as cool, and I can't wait to do that one too. Like, I'm a one-man army, so, or one-person army, so I gotta be patient. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and hopefully, rest of your day will be alright. And then you like this beautiful teapot and our cup down here. I'm excited to see what this game leads down to. I feel like this one will be really exciting when it gets going. I'm glad that this one is, you know, in its own way, medium one. I did intend to like make a smaller one, but a medium one, medium one's probably be really satisfying in the end. This one feels like it is. Well, if I was to say how big it is, I'm not drag enough to get back into eventually after I do the bulk of this game. Didn't expect to take this long with this game to make the bulk of the gameplay. So what I mean by the bulk is literally I should be able to pass through the day with all these orders and order from here and serve the orders. And then have pin recipes and the removing recipes that remove. Oh my god, this person wants black tea. I'm gonna serve them black tea. So hopefully, oh whoops. Next time you guys see this, that will be removed and then the order will be done. And then they just sit there and eat for a little while. I mean, there won't be anyone there. There'll just be the ghosts for a little while, and then it moves on. Eventually there'll be tables and chairs, but at the moment we're just gonna have this layout. I want to add like more customization in this place as well. Like this is not gonna be like the one and done setup. There's a reason why there's a whole ton of display cabinets over here in different color varieties. And that's where a lot of these ones up here too. Eventually I would like them to design them where you can rearrange them. So you can have the coffee and tea together if you desire. But this is going to be the first, like, demo setup and something like that. So, yeah. My god. This one has come far. Hopefully, the next game I do that isn't, like, Unknown Dragon is small. I know, I'm kind of missing Unknown Dragon, you know. I've done a bit on work on here, but, I want to get, like, a more fused gameplay and everything like that. I don't know. At the moment, I feel like this one's a bit more easier in a way of direction. This one is very, like, you know what path you're going on, no matter what. This one feels more like you have a direction than what's outside it. Like, this one is so, like, you know the path, like, the path is like a clear grasslands, while, type of path, and, like, the other ones are, like, bit of forest land. But you kind of get what I mean, that this one is so much easier because it's so much clearer, even if it's not easy in its own way. It's hard with the code, and you don't have to, like, you still have to do a lot of design, and you got to make sure they're mildly as different as you can do. And then, display, the UI display is going to be a challenge as well. I bet this is going to get very filling eventually, which is the problem. I'm gonna hit in eventually. Is that I reckon it's inedible. I feel like. And then we're gonna work on the settings as well. I want to make sure we get some decent settings. Boo! Full screen borders. Oh, we got full screen. Can we get full screen? Look at this. Does this feel more? Do you guys feel more in the game now? Look at this. Full screen madness. Maybe you aren't seeing this. There was a problem at one point with one of the. Oh no, you guys are seeing it. I can't. Yeah, one of the recording softwares I've been once used trying to record what's outside. You guys didn't see what's outside. It's so sad and depressing. Yeah, so I will end it now. So I hope you enjoy. I'll see you later, you all. And get excited. I don't know. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you next time. Goodbye.